guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Speaks. If you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What we're going to be talking about today is branding, and specifically, do you need to be the face of your brand? Can you be a successful brand without showing your face? In my opinion, my personal opinion, my professional opinion, in today's time, I think you need to show your face. And today we'll be getting into why. Okay, so as somebody who is on social media a lot, I am definitely somebody who is building my personal brand on social media and different platforms. I do currently have another channel, Angel B Designs, where I have built a crafting brand there. I'm on TikTok. I'm almost at 10K now on TikTok. I'm trying to build on Instagram, Facebook, all of those things. So one thing that I have learned specifically, and I did this myself. So by trial and error is how I learned. Experience is how I learned this information. Do you need to be the face of your business? You don't need to. Technically, you don't need to. However, you are going to grow so much quicker and get so much more engagement and so many more sales if you do put your face out there. Okay? So when I first started my YouTube channel, my first YouTube channel back in April of 2020, I was literally only doing Canva tutorials where I was just sharing my screen. You never saw my face. You never saw my hands. You never saw anything. It was just me sharing my screen, doing a Canva tutorial, and that's it. And my camera was off. So you never saw anything. Now, my channel did well. It grew fast. But it absolutely skyrocketed when I started to actually get in front of the camera. When I started to actually do, because my intro did not have my face on it. My intro was me still, it had the Canva screen up on the screen. And then I would say, hey guys, welcome back to Angel B Designs, but you didn't see my face. You didn't see me. When I started doing an actual intro with my face and you could see me and I'm like, hey, like my channel skyrocketed. I don't know what it is about seeing somebody's face that makes people more interested, but that's literally what happened. Okay, when I started to get in front of the camera, I was absolutely petrified to get in front of the camera. Why? I have no idea. Imposter syndrome, maybe, I don't know. But I was absolutely petrified to get in front of the camera. And I just started doing it. I got into other different, kinds of crafts, and I was like, okay, I have to get in front of the camera. If I'm going to do crafts like this, if I'm going to take my channel to the next level, I have to get in front of the camera. I just did it. And when I started to show my face, I'm telling you, my channel went through the roof. Growth was astronomical. So my professional opinion, I say yes, you should get in front of the camera. You should show your face. You should share your interests. You absolutely 110% should show some of who you are. You don't have to get all into the nitty gritty and the personal business and all of that. You don't have to do all of that, but you should show some of who you are. Okay? All right. So now that I've answered the question with my professional opinion, I'm going to get into why or how. How do you show up? Okay. So starting off, what is branding? Okay. You're asking me, do I need to show my face to have a successful brand? You probably don't know what branding is if you're asking that question 9 times out of 10. So a lot of people think that branding has this some fancy meaning to it, and it's really just how you show up for your audience. Branding is just how you show up in front of your audience. That's it. That includes visuals, that includes customer service, that includes engagement, that includes experience, that includes products, that includes quality, service. All of those things are a part of branding, because that is how you show up for your audience, for your customer, for your client, for whoever it is that's looking at you or purchasing from you. Okay? All of those things tie into branding. What is the purpose of a personal brand? A personal brand, or branding period, a brand should tell a story and it should have a mission. Okay? Nowadays, brands that are just kind of like, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Nobody engages with those types of brands anymore. It's just not, people are looking for entertainment. They're looking to not only have a product or have a service, they're also looking to somewhat be entertained. Whether, and I don't mean entertain like you're funny or you're telling a joke. I don't mean entertaining like that, or you're dancing like on TikTok. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say entertaining, I mean entertaining could be maybe you shared a, okay, you and your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, you're going on a date and you're trying to choose between 5 different outfits. So you create a carousel post where you have your outfits laid out on the bed, and you have to swipe through all the posts, and then the last picture is a picture of you and your boyfriend or your husband, and you're wearing the outfit you ended up choosing. That was an engaging post, okay? And then in your caption, you're telling a story about the 5 different outfits, or why it was hard for you to choose, or why you ended up choosing the outfit that you chose, where you guys went, whatever the case may be. That is a form of entertainment that didn't require you to dance or tell a joke, but it was still engaging and fun for your audience to read and scroll through your, outfit decisions or your outfit choices. That's what people are looking for when they're looking to shop with brands. Unless they're like specifically looking for, and that's not even true. I'm just going to talk about how I shop. If I'm looking for a red lipstick, okay, and I don't have a specific, like typically if I'm trying to shop for a red lipstick, I'm going to automatically go to MAC. It's just the most popular. But if I'm like, well, you know what? I don't want MAC today. I want to try somebody else. I'm going to go on Instagram and maybe I'm going to search up the hashtag vegan red lipstick. I am going to probably pick the brand that is the most aesthetically pleasing, has the best visuals, and then when I get to their page and I get to their website, it's easy and everything flows and it's nice and it's pretty and I can see product pictures, I can see women wearing the product, I can see you in a reel putting on the product, I can see all of that. That's who I'm going to shop with, because you gave me an experience, okay? You didn't just put a red lipstick in my face and say, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. You gave me an experience, and that's why I chose you. That's how a lot of people shop now. And in 2021, we're going into 2022 now, next month. That's what you have to realize, is if you want to be a top earning brand, that's what your competition is doing. That's what everybody's doing. So if you're trying to set yourself apart, you're going to have to at least do that. Okay? And again, it is a free country. Do what you want. I'm just saying this is my professional opinion. Okay. So now that you've decided to put your face in front of, or put your face within your brand, you understand that you need to be telling a story. Your brand should have a mission, all of those things. How do you do that, right? How do you tell the story? What part of your story do you tell? What parts do you leave out? What's too personal for a brand? Okay. So what do you show within your brand? Typically, what I tell people is you need to create somewhere between 3 to 5 content pillars. This is going to keep you cohesive, consistent, and authentic. Okay? Because you don't want to be out here copying nobody. You want to post who you are as a person, who you are as a brand. That's what you want to be posting. But I know you may lose sense of, what should I post today? I don't know what to post today. I don't know what to talk about today. Okay? That's why you need to pick your pillars, and you need to stay consistent, and they need to be kind of broad so that you can always find things to post within it. So for example, I'll talk about my content pillars. Okay? So number 1 should be what you do. So you still want, this is still a business, a business brand. So you obviously want to post about your business. What do you do? Okay? I am a brand designer and a YouTuber. I'm a brand designer, YouTuber, content creator. That's what I do. Okay? So I always have something to post about in regards to brand design, in regards to YouTube, in regards to content creation. Okay? That's what I do. The second thing is what you are. Okay? Outside of your business, on a daily basis, what are you? For me, I'm a mother and I'm a wife. Okay? So I always have things to talk about in regards to being a mom, or being a wife, being a mom boss, being a mom with a business, being a mom YouTuber, being a wife and a YouTuber. I always have things to talk about in regards to who I am outside of what I do. Okay? Number 3, my hobby. Okay, something I like to do. I like to craft. I like to DIY. I just so happen to turn my craft into a business as well, because my first YouTube channel is all about crafting and DIYing. However, prior to that, I still liked crafting. I still like DIYing, and I don't always post everything that I DIY. I'll post a lot, but for the most part, I mean, I will post a lot, but I don't post everything. So there's a lot of DIYs I'm doing in my house that I don't particularly post. But outside of what I do, outside of who I am, I'm also going to post about what I like. So I'm a pescatarian. Okay, I like seafood. So I'll talk about recipes that I find, pescatarian recipes, or I'm always looking for some type of meat alternatives because I don't eat, chicken and steak and all of that. So I'll talk about meat alternatives. What else? So that's an interest of my, crafting is an interest. Being a pescatarian is something who I am, which could tie into the second content pillar. What else? I'm trying to think, what else do I post? Well, within that's all I post. The crafting, the being a pescatarian, being a mom, being a wife, and then everything that I do. And then the last thing is, the last pillar would be some type of education. Okay, so that could be education about what you do. I post education about the other 3 pillars, right? So I have what I am, what I do, my business, what I am outside of my business, and then what I'm interested in. And then the 4th pillar is going to be education about these 3 pillars. Does that make sense? Okay. So when I'm posting education about being a brand designer. So I'm posting brand designer tips. Things like leave glitter out of your logo. Make sure your logo is timeless. Make sure your website has your products within 1 to 2 scrolls or clicks. That's all education that I'm talking about in regards to being a brand designer. I'm posting education about YouTube. Okay. Utilize your tags. Utilize your thumbnails. That's all education that I'm talking about. Okay, who I am outside of what I do, some education I can post about that is, I don't know, maybe some schooling tips I found out in regards to dealing with my 9-year-old and being virtual, right? So maybe I came across something that helped me in regards to homeschooling him and virtual schooling him, and I'm sharing that information. Maybe I'm posting date night, and again with the outfits, I can post where I got it from, where I purchased my outfit from, things like that. And then as far as education about the other things, so crafting or being a pescatarian, I can post about a meat alternative I came across, or I can post about the health benefits of being a pescatarian, or I can post about, it's just all type of different topics that you could find within those 4 pillars. Hopefully I'm not, all over the place. But you want to come up with at least somewhere between 3 to 5. I wouldn't do less than 3, more than 5. 3 to 5 content pillars that are kind of broad, so that you can always research and find topics, subtopics to talk about underneath that main topic. Okay? Whew, mouthful, right? Okay, so the next thing to make sure that your personal brand is cohesive and consistent, make sure that your brand is clear to strangers. Okay? And what I mean by this is, like, specifically in regards to Instagram, The first 6 to 9 posts is really going to be what people are looking at. A lot of people don't scroll past like the first 9 posts. They may do one scroll, like one thumb scroll, maybe 2, but that's about it. So you really want to kind of make sure that you're showing who you are within those 6 to 9 posts. Now, what I mean by make your brand clear to strangers is you may have a community of people who know who you are. So everybody who knows who I am knows that my husband's name is Clarence. But when I'm posting on Instagram, I don't say his name. I say my husband. Because if a stranger comes to my Instagram feed and they're scrolling through, they don't know that Clarence is my husband. I mean, unless the picture clearly shows it, but maybe they think Clarence is my boyfriend. Maybe they think Clarence, I don't know, maybe it's a picture of me and him just sitting at a table talking and they think Clarence is my brother. They wouldn't know. Only people who know me know that Clarence is my husband. So make sure that even if you post, if I'm making a post about being a wife and I'm posting me and my husband on a date night and we're sitting at a table and we're talking, we're not gauging, like we're not hugging or kissing, so it's not clear that we're together. I'm going to utilize my caption to make sure that a stranger who's looking at this post or reading this post knows that this person is my husband. We're on a date night and I'm making whatever the point of the post is, I'm making it clear. So if I'm posting us on a date night or something like that, whatever, if I'm trying to be entertaining or if I'm trying to educate, I'm doing that within the caption. Okay. And again, I'm going to use the words my husband. I'm not going to say his name because again, you know what I'm saying? The stranger doesn't know who Clarence is. So you want to make sure that when you are making your captions, that's how you talk. You talk as if the person reading it is a stranger and they don't know you and they don't know your brand. They don't know who you are. Okay? Always keep that in mind. Next, moving on. What do you want to do to keep your brand cohesive is you want to make sure that you are engaging with your audience. Okay? And what does this look like? Right now, the most popular thing right now is Reels. That is one of the most popular ways to engage with your audience is through Reels. Okay? Now, do you have to do Reels? No, you don't. But a lot of people are growing astronomically just off Reels. So I would highly, highly, highly suggest you do a Reel just so that you kind of get that growth that you're looking for. But it's not mandatory. Okay, so how can you engage with your customers or your clients or your audience or whatever? Reels is one way. Another way is going to be swipe posts. Okay, and the algorithm kind of helps with that as well. So carousels or swipe posts, whether you're using, like I referenced the date night with the multiple outfits, that's one way to engage. Or you have a carousel that has education in it or quotes or something. You want to try to do like a 5 carousel posts where somebody has to swipe. And the way that the algorithm kind of helps you out with that is that if somebody looks at your carousel and they don't swipe, when they leave Instagram and they come back, the algorithm is going to show them that post, but it's going to show them the second page of the swipe because they didn't swipe the first time they saw it. And it's going to keep showing them until that carousel is over. So they're going to keep seeing your post until they actually swipe through it, or the algorithm has put that post at the top, has showed them your post all 5 times to go through your whole carousel. So you want to make sure that all of your carousels got a punch to them. Got, whether it's a really good visual or a really good quote or a really good tip or a really good piece of value, education, something. You want to make sure that every post, every page, swipe page has a punch to it, because the Instagram algorithm is going to keep showing that person until the carousel is done. Okay, and then the next way is to save this post. So like at the end of my carousels, I'll tell somebody, hey, did you like this post? Save it, or something like that. Or I'll tell them in the comments, save this post for later, or something like that. That's a call to action that's going to get If you're telling somebody to save this post, you're automatically telling them, their brain is automatically going to go to, this is something valuable. This is something I should keep because she told me I should keep it. That's just how people's brains work. So they're either going to read it and decide they don't need to save it, or they're going to save it because they don't have time to read it, but they want to come back to it. So one of those two things is going to happen. All right, moving on to the last little tidbit I have here. When it comes to creating and showing up for your audience with a personal brand, you want to make sure that you are constantly always adding value. Okay, it does not matter if you have 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers. You want to focus on providing value always. You want to educate, you want to entertain. This is just kind of wrapping up everything I've been saying. Educate, entertain, engage. Okay, educate, entertain, engage. Okay, those are the top 3 E's that I just came up with. That I think I'm gonna put that in the post. I'm gonna create a carousel about that or something. But you want to make sure that you are entertaining somehow. But like I said, you know, remember, it doesn't have to be you dancing or singing, or it doesn't have to be that. It could be entertaining. Maybe you're telling a funny story in your caption. Maybe you just have one picture. It's a crazy maybe looking picture and you're telling a story in your caption. That's also entertainment. Okay, maybe you post a picture of you and your husband on your first date 10 years ago and you're talking about it in your caption. That's entertainment. People like that. People like those types of stories. Okay, maybe you're posting a picture of you in your business and you were like, I started my business in my basement. Okay, so I could post a picture of me sitting in my basement 7 years ago and I'm telling when I first started story. That's entertainment. So you want to be entertaining somehow, whatever your preference is. You want to educate, and you want to engage. Okay. I hope I provided a lot of value in this video. I tried to come up with some really big key points in having a personal brand and what I think are the keys to success. Like I said, I did it and I did notice a huge difference when I started to show my face. I just got so much more engagement in all of my social media platforms when I showed my face more. When I told some of my story, when I showed off my personality, I get so much more engagement than when I wasn't. So I did it. That's why I'm telling you to do it. I think you should. And there's levels to it, right? There's definitely levels to it. Like a year and a half ago, I would never be sitting in front of a camera right now talking to you guys without a full face of makeup and some lashes on. But now I don't care. So of course there's levels to it. You're gonna feel like when you get in front of the camera, you gotta be super pretty. And I get that because that was me. That was definitely me. But I'm telling you, if you have value, people don't care. They do not care. I'm telling you, they don't care. Okay, they don't. So just get in front of the camera, just do it. That's my personal opinion. I hope you guys found value in this video. Please give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, a share, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.